She-Rag got me.
Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers for Rodgers from last week. 6 catches, 94 yards, and a score.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right? Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. Albert able to slither. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 9. 66 yards rushing for it as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Eckler will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Albert, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right. Midfield at the 50. On first down, Albert. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
80 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw now on first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. So that one a hold right guard. And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Chase Young.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament, and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ball again on 2nd down.
Oh, he shifts past him and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The Chargers at 10-2 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
106 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
Touchdown, Chargers! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd and 4. He'll get this one to Cuff, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look nowhere to go. Here he lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 118 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Hall again. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Back to throw, Rush. Touchdown! A great play there.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Eckler now between the tackles. And some room to roam now. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers 30. It's a gain of 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They'll run on first down. Albert, 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. 11-yard line.
Aiden Hutchinson
In there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Rodgers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there, pushes this to 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. It's Spencer. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
Open man is Duvernay.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. Javonte Williams, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
To throw is Rush. Steps away. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They run middle with Matthews. And he's got room. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Chargers just continue to roll.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
On play action, they'll throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Albert, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Albert, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll try the left side. Albert, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 11. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rush. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Needing a few yards. Here's Matthews. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here's Matthews. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Albert. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
He'll look to throw.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 1. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Back to throw again. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
They'll set up a throw. That'll be caught by Cup.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
I was going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on second down. Rush. He sets up the screen to Matthews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Rush. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
And a handoff to Matthews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They run it. It's Matthews. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Here's Rush to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now Rush. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
On 4th down, Rush dancing to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a counter, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. On the move to his left. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second and 3. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.